Hello, everybody. Again, good morning. It is 8:30 on a March 5th. Just sitting here in the Walmart parking lot waiting for a first round of orders. Well, this will probably be the second round of orders. Probably pop here in a minute if there's going to be any available. Our local Walmart drops them at 35 usually, and I am sitting here. Even though I live less than a mile from this Walmart, I still have to sit in the parking lot to wait for an order to pop up. Uh, it does. I'll grab it, and well, if I get one, there's a bunch of other drivers already sitting here, so we'll see. Depends on how busy it's going to be. Today is in between food stamp days. Food stamp days are our best days. We make the most money. And yes, I'll keep checking my watch because it's easy to miss these orders if you ain't paying attention. I use the notification reader. It usually will tell me when the order comes in, but since I'm doing a live stream, it will turn that off usually. But the pop-up, I have notifications pop up on my screen, so the icon will pop up. Hopefully here, it's done it before. If I, nope, doesn't look like I'm going to get one. Oh well, maybe I'll get a shopping order here in a little bit. If I didn't get a curbside on this round, there's also a possibility that whatever went out, somebody will reject it, and that'll pop up in about 2 minutes. Because you got 2 minutes to accept an order. Once the order is accepted, you do it. If you don't accept it, it'll time out. Then it goes on to the next round of people, which it might be me in this particular one. But we'll see. You never know with this stuff. And I hate that they make us sit here, but they do. And because they do, we have to wait. And hopefully I can get some stuff posted today. Got some videos from yesterday that were interesting, so I'm going to put them up later. I need to edit a little bit on that, I think. Apparently somebody decided to park their car inside one of our U.S. Cellular stores down here. They literally drove it right through the front door. It was a mess. It had all kinds of fire trucks and everything involved. Got some videos of the fire trucks and stuff going there. I'm going to post those. And I did get some video of the front of the store as I drove by, both going past it one way and then going back, so you can get a better view of the damage. They'd already got the car out when I went back, but oh boy, that was something. I don't see that very often. Somebody said that somebody did that to a CVS store here too. I don't know why. Seems to be some people are just driving their vehicles into stores. I don't know what that's about. I wouldn't recommend it in this Walmart. They got these big pillars in front of the doors. Maybe that's why they put them up there. I never actually thought about it. I always wondered why those were there. Well, I guess I know now. Now people can't drive their cars through the front doors of the Walmart. That makes sense. Never crossed my mind as to why that. I mean, never really thought about it, but I guess that is why those are there. Huh. That's a eureka moment there. But we have actually a pretty good day today. It's nice and sunny, blue skies. It's going to be probably hot today. We'll probably hit the 60s, which we're not used to during first week of March. Normally we got a bunch of snow out here. As clear as it can be. Yeah, we definitely had a change in our climate. But yeah, I think we've had one snowstorm this entire winter. It's really weird that we've not had much worse weather than we've had. Very mild for this time of year. But again, waiting it up. I didn't get a reject, so apparently I'm just out of luck on this hour. That sucks. Maybe DoorDash will open up here in a minute. If it does, I'll jump on it instead. It's when you're doing these gig jobs, you can't do just one. If you're going to try to do just one, you're probably going to end up in a problem. And you're going to have a real issue being able to get anything done. I use 2 separate phones sometimes. It's one of the things I do so that I can keep one on one app, one on the other. Let's see if DoorDash is even offering anything right now. Might just not be a busy morning. Oh, DoorDash does have some offers. Not much, though. Oh, they're going to do it by the offer. I hate by the offer. I like by the hour. My wife does by the offer. But she makes better than me on tips, so she's prettier than me, too, so I can see that. She's much prettier than I am. Well, that is why I married her, after all. Well, that, and she's really smart. Uh, I'm not so shallow to think looks are everything. Sometimes you got to go past that to see more. And her intelligence mattered to me more than her looks in a lot of ways. But that's just me. We are looking to do an IVF thing for try to have a baby here this I don't know if it'd be this year now, probably first of next year sometime, if we can get the things moving. We have to use IVF because I had prostate cancer and I can no longer do it the normal way, as they say. And we had some specimens frozen, which we've just recently been told that we'd forgotten about. But we decided to use it, and we're going to try to have a baby. And just as we start to try to go through the IVF process, sure enough, Republicans start trying to make the process illegal, which is very disconcerting and very upsetting, for that matter. I mean, as if we didn't have enough problems in this world to not have to have some freaking politicians get out there and decide they want to try to tell people how to live their lives and how they can have and not have kids. Bunch of jackasses. I mean, like it's any of their business. Why don't they just butt out? I think Democrats should call their bluff on it now that the Republicans are trying to back off of it. I think the Democrats need to propose a bill, because I've seen Republicans trying to back away from this issue, say that everybody should be able to use the IVF that wants to use it. Okay, fine. Democrats propose a bill that the federal government will pay in full for the services of IVF. If Republicans really are going to make this claim, make them put their money where their mouth is. And when they shoot this bill down, and they will, because you'll expose them for the liars that they are. I mean, there's no way they would support giving people help with using this very expensive process. And we're doing it because my wife's, the company she works for, pays for it. Her insurance covers it. Or at least almost 90% of it anyway. So why would we not do it? But I don't know. That's just a tangent I went on. I do suffer from ADHD to some extent, so I get a little bit rambly. So excuse me on that. My brain will shift from thought to thought, mostly because I have a billion different thoughts going through my head at any given time. Sometimes so many my head hurts, which is very annoying. But I can also see how this affects people, and I've seen it sometimes it's not good. I think I inherited that from my dad. He also had thoughts like I do. He just didn't have an outlet for it, unfortunately. He'd probably been very popular on YouTube if he'd been in the right generation. I miss my dad. He passed away in 2019, April of 2019. April 12th, 2019. I'll never forget that day. It was a horrible day. And I just recently got news yesterday of one of my cousins passing away. She's 5 years younger than me, and she died a horrible death. It was not good. She died alone in a house with no electricity, no water, no food. Well, she couldn't eat anyway because she had stomach cancer and well, not stomach, well, not stomach cancer, colon cancer. It eat up her colon. She couldn't even digest food anymore, so she was. It wasn't good. Her suffering has at least ended, and I'm thankful for that part of it. But dying alone the way she did, that was horrible. And I didn't even know what was going. I don't live where she lives now, so I was not aware. Ah, one of the drivers is leaving. He must have got an offer. Good for him. Um, I'm not one of these people that get upset that someone else gets an offer over me. If they get one, good for them. I'm glad somebody got something. But anyway, sorry, got distracted. But yeah, my cousin, she's no longer suffering the way she was. She never did anything bad to other people that I'm aware of. She made bad decisions, like we all do. Uh, but none of her decisions really hurt anybody but herself. So I do feel bad for what happened there. Her brother, my other cousin, he is very devastated. Apparently, they were pretty close, and he's asking the rest of the family for help with burial, well, cremation. They're going to cremate her. So, yeah, this looks like a bad year for my family when it comes to that. My wife just found out that her uncle passed away last night. So, he's in the Philippines. So, there's a lot of people passing away this year, it looks like. I got another cousin. This is something from the South. He's a double cousin. My understanding that's not a normal thing, but I'll explain double cousins if those that don't know what that is. It's my mom's brothers married my dad's sisters. So I got a bunch of double cousins. At least, as of right now, I have four. Four double cousins. Because two of my mom's brothers married two of my dad's sisters. And they all had four kids each. My mom and dad have me and my sister, and same thing with my cousins. Anyway, one of my double cousins, Glenn, has throat cancer. He's also younger than me. He's, well, 4 years younger than me. And he's probably got till June if he's lucky. They've already got him in hospice care. He's eating through a tube. I mean, he's pretty bad off, and he's having a hard time. He is not alone. At least he's staying with his sister, my other cousin, and at least he has somebody to take care of him. That which is good. But I've seen pictures of him. He's looking pretty rough. And now this cousin I was close with when we were growing up. Unfortunately, yeah, he was so smart as when we were kids. I always thought he would do more with his life, but unfortunately, he didn't have the proper support system to encourage him to pursue avenues that would have probably been more beneficial to him. But what do you expect from somebody whose dad was a Vietnam vet, suffering from Agent Orange, and become super extremely paranoid? And hated the government and most people, from what I could tell. Yeah, my uncle didn't like people, like, at all. He kind of looked like an Amish that was a satanic worshiper. That's the only way you, a satanic Amish. That's the best description I can give to my uncle. And he also liked to make his moonshine. He was a moonshiner. He didn't sell it to people. He just make it and drink it for himself and use it in his truck. And anybody that didn't question whether he was putting it in his truck was denying the blue flame coming out of the tailpipe. I mean, yeah, he clearly put moonshine in his truck. General rule of thumb, if you can run your car on it, I ain't drinking it. Sorry. He would bring it to the family reunions, and all the uncles and some of the cousins and aunts were all gathered around his truck. everybody knew what he was doing, so it's not like a big secret. It was one of those open secrets everybody knew about. But I will give my Uncle George this. He did live on top of a mountain away from people because he hated people. But he didn't bother nobody. As long as you didn't go on his property and go up there unannounced, he didn't. You his you leave him alone. He left you alone. That was his thing. He didn't fool with people. He didn't want to be around people, and that's how he lived his life. And well, that's what he wanted. That was what made him happy. At least he didn't bother nobody else, which was good. I know I'm giving too much family history here, but this is the life in a small little coal town that I used to live in. I mean, all kinds of crazy, weird people in different walks of life. And that's just some of the people that I lived with. And if there's going to be shopping orders, it'll probably come out in about 10 minutes. I'll probably get out and go walk around the Walmart. Sometimes I do that when I'm sitting here. There's an app I use to get like uh, points to get free gift cards. It's called Shopkick. I don't know if anybody's familiar with that. If you're not, you should give it a try. I mean, you get some cash back reward. You get points back for buying certain items like different types of toothpaste and different kinds of cleaning stuff. Sometimes different types of food. Right now, I think they have lean cuisines as some of the food you can get points on. I would recommend trying that out. Yeah. One year I got so many points I had almost like $1,000 at Christmas to using gift cards for Walmart. I mean, you can redeem the points back for gift cards. You can even put it straight onto PayPal if you have a PayPal account and use it that way. I do it that way too. Now, that one year, that was a good year though. I really just saved up every point I got throughout the year and managed to get like $1,000 in gift cards. That was a good Christmas. But it's not an easy thing to do, and I've not hit it. I've not gotten quite there in the preceding years, but I have done pretty good with it from time to time. So if you want to try it, go ahead and give it a shot. I also like to use an app called Swagbucks. If you like doing surveys, that one would be the better one. It's not as good. It used to be better, but it's not as good now. But I use it too. And there goes the buggy return guy. He's out getting buggies. He's got a good day for his job. Nice, sunny, pretty weather. Not a job I'd want to do, to be in these when you got some bad weather going. It would be rough. These guys work hard. They deserve to get paid better than they probably do. I just don't understand the mentality of people looking down on other people doing any job for that matter. There's jobs that need to be done and people should be paid accordingly for those jobs. I just don't get this mentality that people think certain jobs are beneath them. I've worked in every level of job. I've worked in the service industry, I've worked in retail, I've worked in tech, I've worked in school systems, I've worked in factories. I know a little bit about every form of work that you could probably do. And they're all hard, every one of them. And people that work in those jobs deserve a decent pay. It's just, I don't know. Random thoughts in the morning. Sitting here waiting on these orders, you can have a lot of stuff go through your head. You get a little bit stir crazy. Sometimes I play solitaire on my phone. I do that a lot. Getting actually pretty good at it, to be honest. A little too good at it because I think I'm paying it a little too much. But I appreciate people watching. I know I am a little cuckoo, but I like to say I'm a fun kind of crazy. I'm not the bad crazy, not yet anyway. I am just one of those fun crazy people who likes to make people laugh. I think it's a good thing to make people laugh if you can. The world is way too serious and there's way too many negative things out there. And I've often said I would rather laugh because if I wasn't laughing, I might cry. Because the world is harsh. And it's better to try to find something to laugh at than something to be mad at, if you can. And be happy for other people that are succeeding, even if you're not. Like right now, I ain't getting any orders, I ain't getting any offers. I can get some maybe later, but I ain't getting any right now. But I did see some people get some. Good for them. I'm happy they got it. They got to feed their families too. I mean, that's the whole point of the game. We're all down here for the same reason. We're trying to feed our families, trying to make money for our family to survive. That's the point. And that's the reason we do this. Also, I like that some of my customers, like I had one yesterday, poor lady, on oxygen, couldn't even get out of her chair. And I had to go bring her stuff into her house for her because she just couldn't do it. And I like that I was able to do that for her. That makes me feel better about the job I'm doing. Um, to be there for people that need the help. And I think it's a good thing. Not everybody needs that. She was nice, though. She was very sweet. Poor thing barely signed my phone. She had some cough medicine, so she had to sign for it. That's a thing. If you order cough medicine, be prepared to sign for it because otherwise we can't deliver it. We have to take it back. But I was able to give it to her. She was able to sign, and I was able to put her stuff in there for her. But, well, I've rambled for about 20 minutes now. Might make it around 25. I like numbers and fives. I don't know. It's one of my little ticks, I suppose, for my ADHD. And I was diagnosed with ADHD when I was in my 20s. So, yeah. They did try to put me on medicine. It worked for a little while, but then it didn't work anymore, and I really didn't like the way it made me feel, so I quit taking it. And I don't really want to go back on it. Uh, it, it I don't know. And I just try to focus as best I can when I can. But anyway, I appreciate everybody watching, and if you got any thing you want me to talk about, or if you just want me to talk about some crazy stuff, put a comment in. Share the videos I got. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. The channel's been growing pretty good. I'm going to try to do these live streams in the mornings when I can, when it's slow. Mostly because it's a good outlet to get a lot off my mind when crazy stuff's going on in the world. And I do need that from time to time. I think we all do. And oh well, let's see. I gotta start putting down bullet points. This is non-scripted, as obviously you can tell. I should probably write a script. But I'm a numbers person, so writing's not really my strong perk. And if anybody sees my comments, they can tell. But anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, help me get to that 1,000, and hopefully I can monetize this channel like everybody else wants to do, and I don't have to do as much running after that. Then I can just do this for content. That would be great. That would be the life. Well, I appreciate everybody watching, and you guys have a good day, and see you next time.